reality, in today's world with a new build, there's no reason why there should be build up on any transition from tile to another floor. Hey everyone, I'm Scotty Chow.
I'm Mack Burrows from Tile Trim.
And we're here today to show you guys how to build a niche.
What functions we can put in our niche regarding details, layouts, lighting. Scotty's going to touch on that here shortly.
So here we were building an infinity niche. So we're going to pretend that this is an alcove. There's another wall here. So an infinity niche is where the niche starts from the left wall all the way to the right wall, and this is flush to the shower, right? So what we did to begin with was we would have opened all this up. You would have had a corner stud right here. Figure out what your dimensions of your niche. We would have notched that out and cut out every piece. And to accurately do it, I like to use a laser, and that would have been the mark of where we would cut it. The horizontal stud, and our stud is right here, right? And we would have shot the laser here. I'll get this laser out of Mack's eye. Another little tip, what I like to use for my horizontal pieces is LSL. It's a little bit more money, but it's dead nuts straight, and it'll pull all your 2x4s straight up, and everything will be, dead nuts. We know that with the lumber today, it's a little bit iffy. And like what I usually do, like with a new house, when we can spec it right from the beginning, if we're doing a curbless shower, which is right now, all the rage, if we can spec it in the engineer drawings where the floors drop. In reality, in today's world with a new build, there's no reason why there should be build up on any transition from tile to another floor, whether it's vinyl, hardwood, carpet, it doesn't matter. It's easier to build up, but you cannot go back down, right? So, there should be no lip on a new build, absolutely. To me, that's my biggest pet peeve. It's brand new house, and the afterthought is, oh, I want to curb the shower. Well, we all know there's gonna be a buildup. So back to this niche, we've got our two horizontal pieces, right? And we've cut this piece out, this corner block here, and then we do our waterproofing, whether you use Schluter, Weedy, Prova. Today we have some Weedy board here. Again, this video is not about waterproofing, so we kind of just quickly put it up, mocked it up sort of thing, but normally we would have two beads. One bead is where the join of the two boards, and then a second bead right here, as you can see here. You cover all your screw holes, and then you can slope that when you're tiling. What do you usually like to set your...
40 inches.
And a lot of times, the reason why that's that 40 to 48 is due to tile layout, right? So most of the projects, we like to have the finished material there when we're framing, or at least have the dimensions of the finished tile, because you know how wide your casing is for a door, so you know the spacing. Everything is backwards from your finish. For my jobs, I set all the boxes. The electrician just runs the line there. I set all the boxes. Why? I need to know how tall that mirror is, how tall the light fixture is. Oftentimes you walk into a brand new bathroom unplanned and you notice that the light is hanging halfway through into the mirror, right? And you're like, what the heck? Well, the electrician just said, octagon box here, and then the owners, bought a big mirror or a small mirror. Now the light's too high, the light's too low. Finished material is key to every project. You gotta know every little thing, right? And then so as far as going back to this niche, always, always, always try to get a full tile, above and below.
Essentially the back of the niche will be the same height as a tile.
And Mack has said earlier, your niche is the focal point of the shower, right? So you really do need to, everything is centered left and right, and what we call the grid, whether it's on the wall or on the floor, right? You can move that grid, and that's why we do things like we template certain things so that we can set the tile on the ground and we can move that grid so that everything is set where equal pieces on the left and right, equal pieces on the top and bottom. And sometimes, most times you're not setting your first tile on the bottom. We're doing a ledger board so that we get our full tile. Sometimes I start with this tile, right? And it's damn perfect right here. That's why we're here at Perfect Level Master. And then afterwards we tile down, right? Another little thing we're seeing a lot now is lighting in niches. So lighting in niches, how I started off, I just used Schluter Deco SG. This is a glass track, comes in all different sizes, different widths and heights. And what this does is mortar
that into your tile. Have your back tile in and you butt that into it.
and it's gonna look beautiful. Your tile fits right in here. Disadvantage of this is there's no diffuser, right? So you see the little dots, especially if you have a polished tile, it's like the dots are flying all over the place. There's many companies that make other tracks with diffusers. This one I brought here today is from Richelieu. I use this for floating shelves in kitchens, but this can be also used. So you would just glue that and mortar that up on the top, and then there's a diffuser right here that goes over top. Yeah, there's many other products. So the diffuser is really important, like just through trial and error, through the years of lighting. And it also depends on the LED light you buy, right? So, do a little bit more research on it, but definitely get a qualified electrician to hook it up. As far as running your wire, you can do that. So I always have a spool of 18 gauge, right? Low voltage wiring. This is like, you can use it for landscaping. And what we do is we'll run it, depending on your framing and the logistics of the room. I'll have a curl here or either on that side, and then we run it under the vanity, and then we'll have a 14-2 from the switch to the vanity. Gives you lots of options. There's now switches that are a driver that changes it from high to low voltage. But again, you don't want to hook that up. Make sure you get a qualified electrician. And the nice thing about the niche lighting is that it gives us a night light in the bathroom. So there's nothing worse than 2 in the morning, you go to the bathroom, you turn on the light, and you're wide awake, right? And there's nothing worse. So you can dim it. And that night lighting, you can have it under the vanity. I've seen it, we've done ceiling where it's the very top of the tile. If it's planned properly, you could have it shooting down, you could have it shooting this way. Benches under benches, right? It's the most beautiful thing. And then some of them change color now. Great options, and I incorporate that in every niche now. It's such a low cost. But do your research on it. Don't just, wing it. Make sure that you know what you're doing and you get a qualified electrician to hook that up for you. So thanks for coming. Hopefully that helps you on how to build a niche, whether it's a small niche or full infinity niche. And I guess the most important thing is to make sure everything is plumb and level before you start. And all your prep is the most important thing. So thanks everyone for coming. I'm Scotty Chow.
I'm Mack Burrows.
We'll catch you guys later. Thank you, Perfect Level Master.